All right, Caitlyn locked in. That's going to round out the Phoenix 1 roster. Plenty of protection, like you said, for that AD carry.
Chaser and SSUMDAY are going to look to make a big play in the top lane now.
Playful Trickster makes some moves here onto Zig. SSUMDAY will be the one absorbing a lot of the turret hits. If he goes out, Chaser gets first blood, but then immediately dies in response, tries to get himself away with the flash, but not able to do it.
We're seeing P1 go for macro plays, out-rotating you, and those types of things.
Oh,
now there's
nice.
one on XPECIAL.
Not really having a whole lot of a chance. INORI going to be forced to flash away. Wild Growth making sure nothing bad happens there as the TP is channeled. But canceled by Zig.
Yeah, but that is the type of play Team DIGNITAS can be prone to making when they're not all on the same page. They should be knowledgeable that so many people on Phoenix 1 are missing. That was a 3-man death brush, and he checked through the dangerous zone.
Right now, Infernal's coming up in a few seconds, but
oh, okay, Shockwave's not going to connect. Chaser's going to be in some trouble, though. The fish seals his fate. SSUMDAY now potentially in some danger of his own. Instead gets himself out, utilizing the flash.
So you didn't have to check that for a good while. XPECIAL was down, so it was a 4v5 at best. Dignitas looks like getting a little bit nervous, but there's a
good opportunity for Dignitas, so manages to grab that freebie onto the enemy top laner.
Phoenix 1 have been playing slow, getting some objectives, but we do have to talk about how those have been evened up in terms of turrets. Not so much in terms of Drakes, though. NORI looking for KEANE.
Oh, KEANE very low, and now he's going to be popped. The damage continues to come in onto XPECIAL, who's got no way out. Zig was going to be there even if he did. P1, as soon as we start to talk about them losing their momentum, losing their tempo, they immediately find it right back, and now they're onto the tier 1.
If they start looking like this and start having a little more control, means that Phoenix 1 are starting to look like that third best team, again, worthy of that third seed.
NORI wants to go in here on the top side. LOD getting bursted very rapidly, but now returning some pain to Wild Growth. Trying to keep INORI alive, not going to be doing the job just yet, but Zig's able to make his way into the fight. LOD is down a 1-for-1.
What are you doing, Zyrene?
Caster curse.
Telling INORI that he's playing solid. He goes in way too early there, but it was because he saw the opportunity onto LOD. He just needed to pull back a little bit earlier in that play. Could have been a lot cleaner.
And he's got 2 penetration items.
Oh!
That's not one of the 3.
That's not one of them, no. Ryu now in some trouble. Going to be Wild Growth, barely kept alive. Chaser looking to grab the kill. Can't quite do it. SSUMDAY now having to back himself out as arrows getting shot after shot after shot after shot after shot after shot after shot. Ace in the hole coming through. Finds its way onto SSUMDAY. It's a risky play. They could go for it.
There it is.
All right, they've discovered what's happening.
But they might just try
Phoenix 1 does not have a lot of health bars. They got to be able to take this one down very quickly if they can. They've got it, but it was Arrow who had to secure. That was way too close.
That was way too close. That was like 67, 87 HP, and Redemption was coming down, and Ori kind of timed the smite with a Q there, and wasn't good.
Does roughly 760 damage. So when does he actually smite? Because Redemption's coming in. 900.
Oh my god.
He smote at 807 for a 740 damage smite. So it's the.
It was down to 30 HP.
Yeah.
Aaron had 30 HP at one point. SSUMDAY in some trouble. Gonna be munched by that weird fish, shark, bunny, rabbit, nightmare critter thing. Yeah, we had this conversation the other day.
That's the official skill name.
Not just from my nightmares. It's actually from a movie.
Team DIGNITAS need to make a play here to keep their season alive.
And P1, they're making sure this doesn't become a nightmare for them. Oh! The worst, but hold on.
Yeah.
All right, KEANE for the flash.
Yep.
Here's SSUMDAY.
SSUMDAY's here on the flank. INORI half HP for the fight. They're going to be bursted down. He can't do anything. This might be exactly what DIGNITAS needs, or is it? Stun big! Shockwave! MVP material right there. A double kill for Ryu, a double kill for Arrow. LOD is on the run.
Ryu is honed in this game. 4-man Shockwave during that fight with the Baron buff. They're going to push through for the inhibitor.
My goodness gracious, this man is just doing everything this series. Ryu, 4-0-6 on the Orianna. LOD will not defend this inhibitor 1v3.
The only kill that Ryu has missed out on is that first one that went over in top lane on a dive. That's the only one, 100% KP. Besides that, he has been doing so much work. Well, another Baron.
3-man Baron.
It's gone.
Yeah, there's not even a chance to stop that one on the side of Dig.
Oh,
fire off true shot. All right,
Zig was never there in first place. And now it's about stopping the recalls as well.
Yeah, they've actually stopped them all. They stopped them all.
But now they're forcing some kind of a 4v5 fight. Is this really what Phoenix 1 wants? Stunt getting himself away. INORI going to be threatening the back line towards LOD. Zig making his way onto the Nexus. They're delaying. Fighting back. Arrow staying alive. Stunt's going to be using the wild growth, giving himself trucking as well.
INORI stopping
Zig
back
is
too.
on to Nexus turret number 2. He's got quite a few Baroned up minions. TP going to be channeled. SSUMDAY trying to get back and do something here.
Oh.
The Shark is thrown out. SSUMDAY is not at very high HP. He won't be able to protect this turret. He's got to just try to protect the Nexus. But Zig is very mobile, getting himself away now. Enough Dignitas members come back to stop him. But Arrow and Ryu have made their way into the Dignitas base.
And I mean, there's nothing to save the Nexus, so Arrow got to be a little bit careful since there are 4 people alive, but they make significant progress towards ending this game. KEANE is off killing blue buff, so that's not much of a last stand.
Yeah, they're not really trying to fight a whole lot for this. True Shot Barrage comes out, but
The spites haven't been great.
yeah,
That wasn't even a spike.
That's right.
No, I mean, to be fair, Ryu did a lot of damage.
Yeah.
They're going to keep shielding him, walk up, bam, get the turret.
The last stand of Dignitas begins here. They either hold the line or their playoff dreams for Spring Split 2017 will end with their Nexus. Phoenix 1 playing it slow, playing it steady. They've got 2 different cannon minions enchanted with Baron buff up there in the top side. INORI and Ryu both just hanging out on the other side of that wall, seeing if they can get any kind of a chance here.
Look at that, just speed up for Arrow, just everything. He's got 2 supports just standing behind him. Ryu's not even threatening Shockwave or anything like that. Just give him the ball.
And by the way,
Yeah.
the Nexus is exposed,
Hey,
guys.
they're in the base. You've got to fight, Dignitas. This is it. Zig's behind him, going for the Nexus. Shark onto LOD. The fish comes out.
Whoop.
Zig's still looking to make the moves if he can. They're in the back line. INORI firing off the rockets. LOD going to be kept alive right now. INORI's going to be taken low. Shockwave onto 2. 2 dead on the side of Phoenix 1. The Nexus going to be targeted.
That's
it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Phoenix 1 is going to Vancouver.